Hey fellow trainers, life has been a wild ride recently, and if you haven't noticed, our podcast uploads have been a bit sluggish recently. But fear not, we are not disappearing into the wilderness, quite the opposite actually. You see, I've been juggling all the behind the scenes stuff myself. Audio production, editing, whipping up the YouTube videos, and even making the thumbnails. All of this while also prepping for the campaign and dealing with the everyday chaos of life, like work and so on and so forth. So here's the scoop. We are adjusting our upload schedule. Starting now, well, actually a couple of episodes ago, you can expect fresh episodes every other Wednesday. Of course, we might stray from that path occasionally because, hey, creativity doesn't always follow a strict timetable, but when it does, it is going to be good. Now, let's talk about you. The real MVPs. Your unwavering support is what keeps us going, even when we're juggling more than we can handle. And here's the exciting part. We need your help. And if you are up for it, feel free to send me a message to see if you can join our team and take the editing stress off of my shoulders a little bit, so that way I can focus on weaving an epic tale just for you guys. So if you are interested, reach out on Discord. The link is going to be in the description of any of the media you are following on, or shoot us an email at PokemonAftermathPod@gmail.com. Seriously, any and all support is crazily appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. And buckle up, trainers. It's going to be a wild ride. Welcome, everybody, to take 2 of this episode of Pokemon Aftermath. At the moment, Kat is not joining us. She will be here later in the session. She is just having a little bit of issues right now where she has to resolve before she can join. But as of right now, I do have Blake with me.
Hi there.
We also have Len.
Hello.
And we have Lizzie.
Hi.
All right. Anything anybody wants to say before we start? All right, then. I suppose let's get into this, then.
Heck yeah.
So, last session, or I guess 2 sessions ago, you guys had just completed the what the hell am I talking about? The second round of the tournament, which was a race to the bottom of Sky Pillar in the Hoenn region. You guys managed to cross the finish line first, shortly before the team of Edgar Allan Poe and Max, thus actually qualifying you guys to receive your explorer's license from the Exploration Society. And we are going to start off after you guys have gotten back onto the ship, and I just wanted to do real quick, while we are just kind of doing some downtime on the ship, I just kind of wanted to do a check-in with each of the characters. So, we'll start with Zarin. Zarin, what is going through Zarin's head at the moment?
Zarin's probably, now that he's settled down, given that, everything that happened in the tower was kind of hectic, and he's already an anxious type, just from his personality and his childhood, he's always kind of on edge. But given that he survived, and this has been kind of a big goal for him for a while, he's probably sitting in his room, I would imagine, to put a little bit of myself into the character. At least at most times he's able, he's cuddling Sharkface. So I'd imagine he's just laying in bed, like, I assume they have beds in their rooms on the ship.
Oh yeah.
And like, if not holding Sharkface on his lap, then just like sitting next to him and like petting him, and just kind of proud of himself. I would say contemplating more than anything, though, like just sitting more or less quietly. He talks to himself when he's anxious, but now that he's kind of like at peace, given that he survived and, you know, he's officially succeeded at like one of his major goals, becoming an adventurer, he's pretty pleased with himself.
Nice. Let's go on to Amelia. How's Amelia doing?
Snoring away. She just got done
Sleeping.
doing biowarfare. She's content.
To be fair, that tracks for the character that traveled through time and just brushed it off. She's like, life or death situation, time for a nap, it's fine.
Everyone's just curled around, just relaxing, getting some snores, petting whoever's close. Duper's probably jiggling Jello in my bag somewhere, looking for snacks.
I assume your APOM has to be like handcuffed to you at all times you're unconscious, so he doesn't go steal people's stuff.
I mean,
So,
probably.
actually, APOM would not have gotten on the ship with you.
No.
He would have stayed in around Eterna City, Eterna Forest. I don't know if I probably
You did
that's
not,
probably
because
a
I've
retcon,
mentioned
but
Apon
yeah,
a few times. Yeah.
yeah. We will just retcon that right now. He probably did not join you on the ship. He will probably join you once you get back, though.
Okay. So he's probably, stealing elsewhere.
Stealing other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's just having a heyday in Eterna City right now. There's so many people there. Violet, what's going on in Violet's head after all this?
Well, I'm probably just kind of sitting. I don't say in the corner, but like kind of off to myself, just quiet and just like thinking about what's gonna come next. You know, that's about
That's
it.
fair.
Trying to be calm.
Well, as you guys are all kind of about doing your own things, probably on, like, say, day 2 of the journey, they're going to, over the loudspeaker on the ship, they're requesting all winners of the previous round to join them at the bow of the ship. And so I assume you all get to that area of the ship.
Yeah.
Standing up in front on kind of like a raised platform is Cynthia, Katrina's grandmother, as well as Captain N. And they look around at the crowd of people, and Max is there as well. Or they say, "Cat,
Good timing.
hello.
Hello.
Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You said hello very, like...
It was very solemn.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fantastic.
Hey, Katrina, you seem like you've been zoned out. Is everything good?
Man, I've been having a vision. Been having vision.
Oh no.
So we did do a short kind of check-in with each of the characters. So we can do that with Kat right now. Or with Katrina. So how's Katrina feeling about everything at the moment? What's kind of going through her mind?
She feels relieved. Also, kind of, I guess, like she really kind of wants to stay and like really wants to examine everything from like the ruined castle, because there's a bunch of like secrets in like that library especially. She really wants to go back in there, but other than that, she's just like relieved. She's very much relieved from this being done and over with. She has her explorer's license and she feels very accomplished, and that she's one step closer to proving her mother wrong, that she doesn't have to be an ace trainer to be an excellent one.
Nice. Yeah. So, and they go, "Congratulations, everybody, for completing the the second round of the tournament. This has qualified you all to become explorers in the Exploration Society. We will be coming around shortly with a notepad in which we will get your information as well as any potential teamings that you might wish to form, and if so, your team names as to further identify you when fucking shit face words.
This is a very official league that we're operating under.
Yeah.
Very official.
When trying to identify your group, or when speaking of your group as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you guys want to kind of talk amongst yourselves as they're handing out, or as they're coming around, you guys probably have a second before they get to y'all.
Okay. I've been thinking about this. What about the Squirtle Squad?
Do any of us have Squirtles?
That is unimportant.
I picture you wearing the cool Squirtle sunglasses, like the sharp, pointy Squirtle sunglasses. Like you're just wearing those in character, completely stone-faced.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I've had them since the beginning. They've been in my back pocket, just waiting for me to put them on. And all you hear is, in the faint distance, Squirtle, Squirtle.
You have a little Bluetooth speaker behind your back playing.
This is Rotom. Just a Rotom phone in the background.
Yeah. Well, I guess
you guys might also have to discuss whether or not you guys actually want to form a team.
Look, Zaren's.
I'm assuming at this point.
Yeah, we all almost died together. Plus we kind of have
more than once.
Yeah, and we kind of have unfinished business as a group. Given, actually, that'll play into because Aaron does have a suggestion, and I'll try and RP it better. So kind of awkwardly, quietly, Zaren's like, well, we can vote on it, and Squirtle Squad sounds really cool, but kind of since our friend got taken by, I don't know, the shadows, I was thinking we could be like the Shadow Hunters or something.
Yes.
Oh, I kind of do like that. Well, hold on, Amelia, are you going to be joining us, or is this just going to be like a 3-man party?
That's actually a good question.
Hello.
You there, Lynn?
Oh no, she's deaf.
She's died. She jumped off the ship. She's like, I'm not joining your party. I'm out.
Fuck you.
Nah, honestly, I was zoned out. I'm not feeling too great after eating dinner. But what was it that's going on? I wasn't listening to anything.
That's
honestly in character.
We're deciding if we're gonna stick as a team and have a team name. And I asked, are you gonna be staying with us? Or are you gonna be joining us? Or how are you feeling? I mean, Amelia, because we're all 3 of us have decided to kind of stick together, but you're kind of
here?
Yeah.
We dragged you out of the woods by your hair, so.
Kind of just look at you, kind of twirl my head around and look at you, be like, yeah, pretty much. I enjoyed my trees and dirt, thank you.
Are you going back to them?
I feel like if I say yes, someone else is going to drag me by my hair, or my feet, or my bag.
That's fair. At least we're people who drag you around that you know now.
Do I?
Well,
I mean, a little bit. You know what we sound like when we're almost dying.
Yeah.
That's fair.
By sticking with us, we could also potentially figure out what happened, with ship.
Yeah, maybe. We could try. If we don't get sent through time 2.
Well. So I voted our team name be Squirtle Squad. You hear Squirtle in the background, my Bluetooth speaker.
But none of us have Squirtles.
Again, that is not the point.
But it is the point. apparently you guys don't know about this OG Squirtle Squad I once knew.
Wait, there's actually Squirtle
None
Squad?
of us have Squirtles, and we don't have glasses for them.
Actually, I pulled
Don't
them back out of my
disrespect their
in my
name.
pulled them out of my back pocket and flick them open and put them on and give you a stone cold look. I'm saving these.
You're not a Squirtle. It doesn't count.
Well, I didn't think the Squirtles would actually wear the sunglasses. I mean, that seems
You've
kind
never
of silly.
met. Oh wait, no. Of course you wouldn't have met them. I just kind of give you like a blank stare of no.
Just laugh.
I suggested because we kind of have like a friend who was, I think, eaten by shadows, that we could maybe be like the shadow hunters or something.
Sometimes if there's a group of people who are involved in like a shadow cult, they see our team name and they're like, oh, they're gunning for us. It's obvious.
Now we have ops. Now we have like direct rivals that we don't even know about just because of our team name.
The Shadow Squirtles, by the way.
Shadow Squirtles. See, secretly all of our Pokemon are Squirtle. We're just faking you out with our other Pokemon that run around. Those are hired actors.
I do like the name Shadow. Like, maybe we can keep the Shadow portion into it.
Okay.
Why don't we all give a word and we just kind of try to combine all of it or use the same syllables as it?
I'm gonna stick with Shadow. Shadow is my word.
Kind of convenient coming from you, considering you have how many ghost Pokemon?
I think 2.
That's more than any of us.
With anyone else?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't on purpose.
Kind of open my eyes
for
wide, go.
Violet, how about you? You have a word? Maybe your favorite word?
Unknown, I guess. That'd be very in character.
That's a good
On
one.
brand.
Unknown Shadow. Okay. Amelia, you got a word?
Honestly, not really, because this was not something I was expecting to do long term. And the last time I had a team, they're half dead, and one's missing. So...
Well, we're only halfway there. We have one missing. None of us are half dead, though.
I mean,
Okay,
you
that's
know,
about
you can't experience new trauma if you don't form new bonds. That's the cycle. That's how you do, you know? We could be Team Trauma. That's an option.
Hey,
I'm just putting
I
that out.
actually kind of like that one. Okay, I kind of like that one a lot in all reality.
No, we need to make it trauma team.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Trauma.
We could be Trauma Team 1. You know, honestly, that's kind of fit.
It fits more than it should, given how our journey has gone so far.
I'm game. I'm game for the Trauma Team. Trauma Team 1.
Zaren's internally conflicted because on the one hand he tries to like take his life seriously and like he's trying to do better and heal from things, and making a joke out of his trauma is like antithetical to that, but at the same time he's like, it's hard to argue, like maybe embracing it a little, maybe that'll help, maybe.
Trauma Team Shadow.
As-
Like, I don't know.
As nice as
Shadow
you
trauma.
know, as much as I want to agree with this, I don't think people would take us too seriously if we're called Trauma Team.
Well, someone can learn some medical experience, and then you know.
I was gonna say.
No, we can't.
That feels more
No,
Team
we-
Trauma than Trauma
We
Team.
caused the
Sounds more
trauma.
like Team Rocket.
I don't know. I kind of like it because you know if we're the trauma team, you know we can dish out some trauma to other people. I mean, what are bad guys if they just aren't born from trauma?
I mean, you know, are we supposed to be bad guys?
Well,
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
say
Are
we were the
turning
bad
that
guys.
direction?
Maybe
It
we
feels
can.
a little.
Maybe we can offer them some psychiatric help. I don't know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I have already started biochemical warfare, so
See, there we go. There we go. See, this team
You
name
know?
fits perfectly. I'm one
I've already
vote
done
for
chemical
trauma
warfare.
team.
Trauma Team.
I am one vote in for that.
2 votes.
No, see,
Yeah, again, conflicted, but I think it fits better than it should. And, if we're good enough, if we really do good, this is Zaren's internal monologue, which is way more confident than his external monologue. It's like, if we really do good, it doesn't matter what the words mean, people will know us by what we do.
We can also
not by
upgrade
what we're called.
therapist later. Team therapy.
And how
I
does
was gonna
that make
say
you
guys
feel?
could evolve
Right.
into team therapist or therapist team.
Water gunning you into oblivion while asking you if you feel like you've made any progress on your healing journey today.
You and your father have a good relationship. So even better, a spray bottle.
Just squirt you with a squirt gun.
Oh, that's for bad therapy patients. Only the bad patients get the spray bottle. I'm okay with trauma team. I shouldn't be, but I am. So I guess that gives it a 3-vote count. Are we going for unanimity, or are we doing majority rules?
I think whatever that large word is, because we're a group.
Can Lynn accept team trauma or I'm sorry, is it team trauma or trauma team? Because I keep saying team trauma.
Trauma team.
Okay. Like we're pro trauma.
I think it's trauma team.
It's a
team
small
trauma
minority
makes it
we're
sound like the evil
representing.
team.
I mean, it
This
could
is
be a
This
possibility.
is the dark turn.
You guys turn into
Maybe
the
we think we're doing good,
antagonist
but
this
really?
Amelia, it's up to you.
I'm just kind of staring at all of you so blankly. Just like,
It's
Typically,
it's not the first undesirable situation we've dragged you into.
hey,
Not
wait a
that we should
minute.
make a habit of
We
that.
have a 5th member here, and I turn around and I look at Chen Chao. we forgot about.
He's just hanging out.
Buddy,
He's also
Yes.
disappointed though.
Good
when have you
job.
learned to use psychic? You're floating on your own.
Yeah, Chin Chow, it's canon. Chin Chow has learned psychic and now can just float next to you guys by himself.
He just has nothing better going on.
in his own little water ball.
I went with him to go get some reptiles at the reptile show in Louisiana, and I was like, and he was like, what? I go, I forgot about Chim Chow, and we both looked at each other. We just started laughing because we were like, oh no! It was fantastic.
Chin Chow just kind of floats there. It kind of floats back and forth, and it's just Chin Chow.
Their mascot.
I don't know if that's a vote for or against, honestly.
You could be Chin Chow trauma.
That sounds like a threat to Chin Chow.
Well, better name or
At this point, like a butler man kind of walks up to the group of you, and they're like, "All right, so are we forming a grouping here, or are we just registering individually?"
or a group.
Okay, and what is your
I
group
slowly
name?
close my eyes.
Just a sigh of deep disappointment.
Deep breathe in.
I'm just
Are you
turning
gonna
and
tell him?
staring at this point.
'Cause it sounds like Lynn is getting ready to tell him, but like disappointedly.
We are the trauma team.
And I sigh.
I'm still wearing my sunglasses.
Zaren is doing
The
his
trauma
best to
team.
put on a proud
Gotcha.
face.
My eyes still
Struggling.
closed. I raise my eyebrows and slowly shake my head and be like, my old team name was so much better. Oh my god.
You just gotcha. All right. Welcome, trauma team
Wait,
to the
hold on, one
Exploration
second.
Society.
I
as-
kind of group huddle. Is this trauma team or do we put a number at the end of it? Super special.
So we're special, not like we already are not special by naming ourselves Trauma Team. You want to add numbers to be what kind of special now?
Number 1.
No.
We're number one.
Yeah, the number one patients that they're going to send through double doors.
Be another drama team trying to,
Let's leave the numbers out.
Okay. It's just drama team.
I've had one team with numbers. Let's
Right.
Ah,
Gotta
collect them all.
my old team name was so much better than this. I can't believe I didn't handle this.
Gotcha. All right, trauma team. Welcome to the Exploration Society. As he kind of jots down he kind of jots something down on his pad of paper, and then he pulls out a Rotom phone and kind of types something into it. And then you see at the bottom of the Rotom phone is this device that almost looks like it almost looks like a money machine where money would spit out of it, and you just see 4 cards spit out as he hands one to each of you, and they have it looks like your trainer's license, but at the top it says Pokemon Exploration Society Trauma Team.
It sounds too official. We're really gonna have to make it clear what we do. Trauma team is on the scene.
Quick, we need a doctor.
Call the trauma team.
Oh my god, trauma team, you're here! My Pokemon, he's dying! That's a shame. Get out of our way.
That's a shame. That might make you sad. I'm sad too.
What's funny is if you guys were to join the actual trauma team, your trainer's license would say Pokemon Exploration Society Trauma Team. Trauma Team.
Well, that's a new goal in life.
God damn it! I have to go back to school now.
I mean, if we just take Herb's potion with us everywhere, we're like a partial
oh my
trauma
god,
team.
You're right. Wait, no, we have to save Herb first. Wait, where the fuck is Herb?
That's
We
true.
forgot about him.
We did abandon Herb a little
Probably
bit, not
dead.
on purpose.
You guys just abandoned him.
Probably
We're
dead.
just like, I will leave this up to Officer Jenny. We're just kids.
You're right.
Who's Herb?
Don't leave the problems of adults to a group of.
Oh yeah,
maladjusted
Amelia doesn't know who Herb is.
Yeah, me just
There
over
wasn't
here.
there.
He's probably dead. Wait, who is he? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He was a dude who made miracle potions.
yeah, he made miracle potions, and then he just all of a sudden just got kidnapped by somebody. I don't know. It was the same time where Zarin got blown away, or some Zephyr got blown away. Not Zarin. Zarin, you're here. Hi. Y'all both have Z names.
Still here
I know.
for now.
Yeah, he kind of walks away, and they finish up rounding on everybody, and then Captain N speaks up again, and they go, "All right, looks like we got everybody situated and registered. There is another thing that we would like to give out to all groups and individuals who are in the Exploration Society," and they kind of hold up what looks to be this leather-bound book that you see has like runes and languages in a language that you don't quite understand. Violet, make a history check for me.
Okay, give me 1 second. History. That's a 15, and it's +6, so 21.
Nice. You recognize this language at the top on this book. You recognize it as unknown script. And it basically says it basically says runic Pokedex. And as they hold it up, they go, "This is a research journal. We have used some of the excess psychic energy coming off of everywhere to create a sort of auto-updating Pokedex that will work wherever you may be located." As they kind of open up the Pokedex, or the book, to just a random page, and you see on one of the pages, you see a lock of fur, as they point at the fur in the book, and they go, fuck my fucking fuck.
Really? That's how they go.
How illuminating.
That's how they go.
That's very unprofessional of you guys.
Like, I know we're putting our lives on the line to explore, like, an apocalyptic Pokemon world, but, you could at least keep the swearing to a minimum.
I don't appreciate you, person.
I was gonna say, when they're saying, like, psychic energy coming from everywhere, Zarin is, like, looking around the room at things, just, like, looking for psychic energy, and, like, checking his Pokeballs with, Frisbee and, Kisses to see if they're, like, leaking psychic energy.
So as you're looking around for psychic energy, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Let me get a dice I trust, because they have hurt my feelings here recently. Well, I say that. They've been doing okay. Alright. So, better than I thought, so a 19.
19. Yeah, so as you're looking around, you feel this kind of energy go behind your eyes, and you look over to Violet, and you see almost this glowing purple aura come off and kind of surround her. And as you kind of look down and around, you see your own arms. You see that on one side, it's engulfed in almost a flame-like red energy, and on the other side, it's like a crystalline blue energy. And kind of looking around at different people, you see different colors of these auras on just kind of select maybe like one or two people in the crowd.
Okay. I gently see if I can shake the psychic energy off, but it's not working, I'm assuming, so I'm just like trying to come to terms with this new reality I'm observing. Just like, oh, good. Now I'm leaking.
You kind of... I'm leaking.
I'm leaking.
They said it's coming off of everything. It's like I'm trying to rationalize, like, it's okay, I'm helping with the Pokédex, I'm helping with the weird leather Bible Pokédex, it's fine.
And you just kind of shake it off, and you shake your head, and you open your eyes, and everything looks normal.
Are there medications for hallucinating in this world? Zaren's intensely curious.
Just slowly look up. Slowly look away.
Good?
I think
Quickly
so.
turn back and look at you. I have mushrooms.
Oh god, no. I need less hallucinations, not more.
Combat your hallucinations with other hallucinations.
So I just want to give a quick
Oh my
say.
god, we are a trauma team.
Okay, so Captain N continues as they point to the lock of fur that is in the book that he's holding, or that they are holding. They go, so it works by collecting some sort of sample of any Pokemon that you may come across. It could be a lock of hair, a tooth, a scale, anything that comes from the Pokemon itself, and you imprint it into the book and give it maybe an hour or two, and it will start to fill out it on its own on the paper. And it will come out with different moves a Pokemon may be able to learn. It will come up with kind of their specialities, their types, those sorts of things, as well as, and they kind of flip the page, and there's a section that's labeled notes, and several different like paragraphs going through, and they go, it also updates real time with anything that you or anyone else may write in it. So, if, say, you were in the middle of Eterna Forest, right? Deep Eterna Forest. There's no signal. And you need to know something about a Pokemon that you see. You find a lock of hair, take it, put it in the book, and you'll be able to see all the notes from anyone who's ever had a entry on this Pokemon within the notes section of this
I
area.
raised my hand.
Yes.
Does it work if so say for science, right? For science. If I were to put, say, I don't know, Zaren's hair in, for instance, or a fingernail, would it show him?
Why?
What does it show?
No, it only works with Pokemon.
Right.
What if I'm a Pokemon and I don't know?
You're not a Pokemon, dear. I was just asking. Sorry, I just wanted to know. And she mumbled to herself, I guess I'll have to work on that. I mean,
I
Pages
can't
with
know
the
all
back
of
for
his dirty
trainers.
secrets. Darn.
But
everybody.
it does, and Cynthia, your grandmother, pulls out a second book and opens it, and then you see Leader N start to write in the notes section of that of where they were pointing it out, and you see it start to write in the section that that Cynthia is holding up. It will update in real time for whoever puts things in the notes section, so you will always have an up-to-date account of any Pokemon you may encounter. But we will be handing these out shortly, just kind of on your way out. And we did want to tell you one more thing. We want to allow you to have time to prepare for the final round of the tournament, which will be a mock rescue scenario. You will be tested in your ability to adapt and respond to a simulated rescue scenario, in which you'll receive a clue as to where the scenario might happen. Each team will receive a different scenario in a different location, and you're not necessarily looking to be the first one done. I will go over the criteria that you will be judged upon in this challenge to allow you to have some time to prepare for the upcoming event. So, your first thing that you will be tested on is your teamwork and communication. You need to have the ability to work together as a team and communicate effectively, which will end up being a key factor in your evaluation. We will test your problem-solving skills. You'll encounter obstacles or challenges during the simulation that require quick thinking and creative problem-solving. Your ability to come up with solutions on the fly to unexpected circumstances will be an important skill to have. You'll be tested on resource management. In a high-pressure situation like a rescue mission, managing your resources efficiently is crucial. This could include managing your Pokemon's moves, your energy levels, their typings, and making strategic decisions about how to allocate resources. Your risk assessment and decision making. You'll need to be able to make tough decisions under pressure. That's, always helpful in a high-risk scenario. Your time management, rescue techniques, and first aid will also come in. Time management, of course, being how quickly you are able to resolve the situation. While it is not the only factor in choosing a winner, it is a factor. Your rescue techniques, first aid. If your rescuee needs first aid, you'll be judged on how well you apply said first aid, as well as compassion and empathy that you may show the either Pokemon or victim, the victim that would be evaluated. Did you all catch that? I will send that into the general chat for you guys to look at.
That would be great.
Okay,
I know
cool.
that.
I raised my
I know that
hand.
was a lot. Yes.
What if there are bad guys? Do we need to be empathetic to them?
There should be no bad guys in this round. This will be a simulation.
Right, but that doesn't account for, in real life, there might be bandits or other things, poachers.
Correct.
What about them? What if we happen to find one, maybe?
At this point, compassion and empathy would essentially be not going too far. Torture, murder.
I think it would be at your discretion. I don't think they're going to
Correct.
tell you what to do when you come across somebody who's being an ass.
I didn't know if it was going to be.
They're not going to be there. What are they going to do? Peer over your shoulder, be like, "No, you can't do that here. This is not the place." No, they're not going to do that.
You might be surprised.
And at that point, it's also a situation by situation scenario.
Yeah, right. My notes. Murder can possibly be on the table.
Mutter under my breath, "You can't ride your bike here."
And with that, I will leave all of you to it. Make sure to grab your research journals as you leave out the door. There will be one per team, or one per. If you register as an individual, you will get your own. So they kind of usher everybody out, and who grabs the Pokedex?
Why grab it?
I would
The
assume
research
Cat.
journal.
White rabbit. Yes, please.
Yeah, it seems like that would be the one.
Yeah.
Of all of us, Cat would be the one.
Okay, so Kat, you grab the Pokedex, the
So I'm
journal.
looking all around
and it is like, yeah, it's like this intricate. It's almost like an intricate leather cover, like a leather-bound journal that. And you see that the script that you don't quite recognize forms a circle at the top or on the actual cover page, and you open it up and it is just this blank kind of parchment style paper that just fills the inside of the book.
Okay.
So we're gonna test that thing, right? Like somebody's gonna put like a hair from Pokemon in it to see what.
I plucked some of Sapphire's hair, who is a water type Growlithe, and I sprinkle it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you put a lock of Sapphire's hair in it, you start to see writing slowly kind of start to form on the page around the lock of hair. That it says it says alternate Growlithe, and it just is kind of slowly going in. And did say it takes about an hour to fully form the page.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do a compare and contrast to his Growlithe? If he has out?
Yeah, you could put another one. Yeah.
I feel like
You
it's
could put in
sarcasm.
that
Like, you hear that, buddy? You're the OG.
Yeah,
But
so
yes,
you
you can
put
have
in
the
the
hair.
other one, and that one starts to slowly form.
Are
as
they
well.
able to like compare and contrast if they're like different types? So like, for example, a regular Feebas and the Sinnohian Feebas that we found, would we be able to like look at both of the entries together and compare and contrast each of them?
Yeah, I mean you could. I mean they're like they'll each have their own separate.
Yeah, that's what I'm
entries,
saying.
so-
Like, can they be? So like, if I wanted to, I could do like a window. Like I'm just saying, like a desktop. I can move one page to the left and one page to the right, and like look at them simultaneously to kind of compare and contrast to the different types of Pokemon.
We'll say yes, but what it entails is you'd have to move the piece to. Like, you'd have to move the sample to the side-by-side
Oh,
pages.
yeah, no, that's fine.
But yeah,
Okay.
you could.
Cool. All right, so we just wait an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everyone, we have an announcement to make. Arc 1 of our campaign is nearly at its thrilling conclusion. The epic journey is hurtling towards the last round of the tournament, and trust me, it is going to be a showdown for the ages. But wait, there is more. In celebration of this milestone, we are rolling out the red carpet for a Q&A session. That's right, you get to grill us, the cast, yours truly, and all of the Pokemon about anything and everything. So here's the lowdown. After the release of a final episode of Arc 1, we'll be recording a special Q&A session. So if you've got burning questions, here's where to drop them. Number 1, Discord. Head on over to our server, the link is in all platforms' descriptions, and hit up the Q&A chat. Number 2, Instagram and Facebook. If you use either of those platforms, feel free to send us a message and we'll make sure to check them so that way we know what your questions are for the Q&A. Number 3, email. Go ahead and shoot us a message at PokemonAftermathPod@gmail.com and we'll make sure to be constantly checking that as well. And what can you ask? Literally anything. From the origins of our character inspirations to the all-important question. What is Duper's favorite snack? So, buckle up, trainers. Keep those Pokeballs handy because this Q&A is going to be wilder than a pack of roaming Tauros. That was really fucking cringy. Oh well, stay tuned and let's dive back into the episode.
Is there any conversations that you guys want to have? There's still, I said this was in day 2, so there's still about 2.5 days journey back to the Sinnoh region.
You know, I really like how we already have a good team composition by writing our name, by finding our team name. I think that's really great work of us.
Yeah, it's at least we now, we have some kind of group identity.
Yeah, and you know what? And if we ever get any, we need like cool like cards or something. I don't know, like Pokemon cards or I don't know, maybe be on a face of one, like baseball. I don't know. We can let Chin Chow be our mascot. How do you feel about that, Chinchou?
Chin Chow just kind of flaps its little arms like chow, 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 chow.
I think he likes that.
I just look at Sharkface and I'm like, if I registered by myself, you'd be my mascot.
He just kind of yips at you.
I was gonna say, so how's the training with your hunter, by the way?
Well, could be better. I guess I need to really focus up on it, but I also, I have other Pokemon I don't want to neglect, and I think it's going to take me training myself for Haunter to respect me? I don't know. Snowball's, I don't want him to fall behind either, though.
I mean, train him the last day while we're here. I mean, wouldn't hurt. I mean,
Me just standing there with all of my Pokemon out.
Just make them do a group battle.
I mean, the thing's not gonna fly away and stay in the middle of the ocean,
True.
or I guess the air.
I mean,
But
yeah,
we're in
I
the air,
figure, yeah.
flying over the ocean.
There's ocean below us.
Yeah, there's ocean below us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figure I would probably train during the next 2 days anyway, so yeah, that'll probably be part of my plans. Also, Frisbee is pretty low level too. I think Frisbee and Snowball are 3 and 4. Oh, Frisbee's lower than Snowball now. Might have to catch Frisbee up.
Okay, so after about an hour, both pages are filled. It says under Sapphires, it says alternate Growlithe, and then it puts in parentheses Delta species, and it goes water type. It says it's a water type. It says this Delta species of Growlithe is a unique variant of the traditional fire-type Growlithe. Its mutation has resulted in a remarkable transformation, granting it the water type. This rare Pokemon boasts a sleek blue coat and exhibits a remarkable affinity for aquatic environments. Its abilities and behavior remain largely unexplored, making it a mysterious addition to any trainer's team. And that's about all it says about it.
What about the regular Growlithe?
Regular Growlithe says a bit more.
Wouldn't we have to get regular Growlithe first for this to get that info?
I have a regular Growlithe.
Yeah, we already did. We plucked the fur already.
He's just looking at you like, what do you think I am?
I am going to put it in the chat, but I will also read it for the viewers or the listeners.
Well, yeah.
It says Growlithe fire type. It says that its normal height range is between 2 to 2.5 feet. It says it normally weighs between 40 and 50 pounds. It says it's in the field egg group. Its possible abilities are Intimidate, Flash Fire, and Justified. It says it's normally found in prairies, active volcanoes, and scorched plains. And then it says, while wild Growlithe make their homes in hot areas such as volcanoes or plains burned by wildfires, they are also a common sight in cities, where they are often under the ownership of the local police force. Their amazing senses of smell and olfactory memory allow them to never forget scents, helping police officers trace crimes back to their culprits. They roar loudly when they suspect criminals may be near to spook culprits out. In a pinch, they make good lie detectors as well, as Growlithe are abnormally good at sensing human emotions. However, exceptionally strong odors may sometimes overpower their sensitive noses and temporarily disable their senses of smell. The Growlithe are also extremely loyal, defending their trainers by barking at or biting anyone that appears dangerous. However, they will obey commands unerringly, and will always wait for instructions before attacking. Growlithe are fearless Pokemon that will not back down from even the largest and strongest of enemies. In Alola, these Pokemon commonly will fight for territory with their relatives Rockruff.
I didn't know you had cousins, buddy.
I didn't know she had cousins either.
It also says that under the research notes, it says the scientific name of Growlithe is Canis legendarius, and then in parentheses it says Cantus, or the Kanto Growlithe. It says that they are thought to have shared a recent ancestor with Manectric, but are believed to be closely related to Stoutland. Both these Pokemon thrive exceptionally well alongside humans, and and it is believed that they were tamed that Growlithe and Arcanine, its evolution, were tamed separately. It says Growlithe has been found to be a carnivore, or Kanto Growlithe has been found to be a carnivore. They are courageous hunters, while they sometimes go after prey like Jigglypuff. They'll also try to take down more dangerous or larger Pokemon like Ekans, Doduo, or even Tauros. It says Growlithe are fairly friendly Pokemon. They like humans and may even help them out if they need aid. They will tend to fight though when they sense danger. And there are a couple more things, but I won't go into everything.
Okay.
Huh.
I just look at Sharkface and I'm like, I think that book called you legendary.
Would my Growlithe have the same species name, or would it be different?
No.
Oh, it's the same?
Growlithe, the Delta Growlithe, didn't show any of that.
Huh.
Under the research notes section, it's blank. It also didn't mention an average height, didn't mention an average weight, abilities, or egg group, or known habitats.
Sapphire, I think you're the only one of your species. Kind of pick her up.
Under Sapphires, the only thing that showed up was what I said.
Huh. Kind of pick her up and be like, you're the only one of your species, girl. But you're related to Rockruff, I think. I mean, you're still a Growlithe, you're just a water type, right? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think that's confirmation enough for me. We'll add some more details into it later, but hey, we got some pretty cool Pokemon.
Maybe since the book didn't name it, you get to name it for what her variant is.
That's a lot of pressure. But as a scientist, this is my greatest achievement. You're my greatest achievement, Sapphire!
As a scientist, you would know that her species name is most likely still Canis legendarius, but you would get to choose
Aqua.
the subspecies name.
Canis legendarius Aqua.
Hydrolegendarius.
You what?
Hydrolegendarius.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Hydrolegendarius.
Hydrolegendarius. Canis legendarius Aqua. Or Hydra Canis legendarius. All things through something.
I know Hydrolegendarius.
Ooh. That one might be a good one. Well, we'll think about it. We'll decide.
Yeah. So at this point, you guys all kind of go back to your rooms for the night. Is there anything anybody wants to do while you are in your room for the night?
I'm gonna message you something.
I mean, I could just deafen everybody and you could tell me.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, are we ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay, so by looking at the contraptment at this little Pokedex, I'm gonna say like there's a desk and a lamp or stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull out my little scientist gear and kind of look at it. Look at the Pokedex. I want to try to make a implement, and this might take a while, and I'm fine with that. But is it possible to add a DNA for humans in here so we can keep track of different people?
Roll.
Yeah, I'm giving you a good one.
How are you going about doing it?
There's obviously a way to kind of open it and look at it, I'm assuming. And
So it's not technological.
correct. I didn't think it would be.
Okay.
So I want to kind of open it and see if there would be. I want to take a look at the reader, like the actual scanning part where you can put the DNA in. I want to take a look at that and see if there's any room for improvement on that end to add human DNA, which in turn would be kind of like a police situation to where you can put fingerprints and stuff into a database. I want to make a database for people that we know of.
Okay, so just to clarify, so there isn't a scanner to put things in. It's you put the piece of DNA or the sample directly on the piece of paper.
Yes, I know. I didn't know if there was a sensor though that can indicate what this. So, like, say that there's some blood or something, and we put it on to the thing, it would be able to read this DNA. Like, this is this person. So I put my DNA on it. This is Katrina Lockhart.
Oh, so you wanna make a sensor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going the technological route. Okay, so roll a tech education check. This is just going to be It's going to be based off of how long it might take you to do something like
Okay.
this.
Yeah. 17 plus 3.
Nice. Okay. So dirty 20.
20, baby.
So as you get to looking at it and you get to thinking about all the different ways to do this, you think you have a pretty good idea that it should be. You think it's possible. It might take some time and it might take some knowledge that you don't quite have yourself in order to do so, such as to work to get the technological aspects to work with the more mystical aspects, to get them to work together. But you definitely have some ideas, and you're like about 90% sure that it is possible to do
Well,
so.
here's the thing. Scientists didn't become scientists overnight. They studied. They learned how to
Correct.
create things. So even if I don't have the technical prowess right now, I can learn how to do it even on my own.
For sure.
So maybe this is something I'm just going to have to work on for a little bit. But I do want to kind of do this every once in a while just because I think it'd be fun. And also it'd be kind of easier to keep track of everything.
Yeah.
If we put in like into our little handy dandy notebook here.
Yeah.
You know?
I am planning on making an actual a thing in World Anvil that will have all of it for you, but yeah.
Heck yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Well, I think, in game it'd be a lot better doing it this way too. That way we have a reason to look like, oh, we know this person, da-da-da-da-da, instead of just trying to remember it, because in reality, I can't remember fucking faces to save my goddamn life. I'm not going to remember Bob from down the street who lives in the orange house. I'm not going to remember that. But
That's
if I get a piece of their hair, we're just going to put it on there and let it sit there for an hour. I mean, we know where Bob is. We know his location. We know what he looks like.
It would probably more be. It probably wouldn't work the exact same way as the Pokemon.
Well, no, we can put in the information.
But right.
That's what I'm saying.
You would have to put
No,
the
we would put
information
the
in, but
information
it would show up like an image
I
and
know.
stuff. Yeah.
Unless we took a picture, which I take a picture of everything, so it's fine.
All right. I'm gonna get everybody else.
Sounds good. Okay. I'm glad that this is a possibility now. That's fantastic.
All right. So, anybody else want to do anything?
I'm gonna take a slightly different approach with kisses and see if maybe some quality time that isn't just combat and like save us please might endear him to me, or if he just lives for
Okay. How are you gonna go about doing that?
So I'm gonna go back to my room. I'll probably close the door, but he's a ghost, so that doesn't really impact him. And I'll keep Sharkface out next to me, not like defensively, just like chilling. And I'll let him out of his Pokeball and see what he does, and even like looks to me for words, or if he just like tries to escape or what.
Yeah. So you let him out, and he just kind of sits there and stares at you, just eerily.
Really? I'm gonna. It's like, thanks for saving us in the tower. I don't know if we would have gotten out of there if you hadn't helped us.
Just continues to stare at you.
Is there food you like? I know you're a ghost type, but do you still eat? Is he still
Stares.
just? Oh my god.
He just kind of, as you sit there and just kind of stare back at him, he kind of floats off into the corner and then just kind of melts into the shadow in the corner. And then you just see two little eyes appear on the wall in the shadow looking at you.
Oh boy. Well, if you like being out of your Pokeball, I guess it's okay if you want to stay in the darkness. We can. I've got to sleep soon anyway, so I can turn off the lights and you can stay out for the night if you want.
You just see a hand, like a purple hand, come out with a thumbs up.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, I guess I'll let him stay out while I sleep for the night and see if he's happier that way in the morning. Maybe he just lives for chaos. I don't know.
Okay, so you shut the light off, kind of close your eyes, and you kind of open up your eyes, just kind of adjust a little bit, and as you open up, you just see these two white eyes all by themselves staring right at you, right above your head.
Am I like rolling Constitution or something to try not to freak out? Because I feel like at the very least, that's not.
You can.
React too calmly.
You can.
Or
you can just choose to freak out. I mean.
I'm gonna try not to scream loudly. I'm like Zaren's too anxious to not freak out a little bit, but I'm gonna try not to like outwardly panic enough to bother my neighbors, because we're all sharing this area.
Okay.
Oh no, I rolled a 5. What's I don't even know my my mod for that. I still can't see my page. All I can see is my Pokemon.
You freak out.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is still like middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's pitch black, and all you can see are two eyes floating right above you.
So I don't want to scream into the microphone, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, Zaren just wakes up and like slowly, kind of like, you know, your eyes not working when you first wake up. I just like look up and look around, and like I see just two eyes above my head. I'm like, like trying not to scream, and it's gonna take a solid like 2 to 3 minutes because I'm not gonna move. Like Zaren's frozen, just like absolutely trying to stay as still as possible and not make eye contact.
So you're sitting there frozen,
Yes.
and just like trying not to freak out, and you just see this toothy red smile appear from under the eyes.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna be eaten by a Pokemon. Oh my God!
And then it just fades into the darkness.
I'm just like clinging on to Sharkface, completely forgetting that Kisses is out. Just completely forgot because I'm still half asleep.
Sharkface just kind of rolls his eyes.
Right? He's just like,
yeah,
oh.
really. He just kind of like kicks at you. Like,
right? He's like, leave me alone. It's hot. Just like slowly having a panic attack. Yeah, I assume at some point I'll realize, like, oh, right, my ghost type Pokemon is out. But until I do, I'm just hyper contact or look in the corner.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything? No one else.
What now?
Does anyone else want to do anything before we go into Eternity? I guess for the night.
Anybody else trying to live up to the team name?
I'll just be in my room, brushing Terry's fur, and I don't know if Fungi has fur or if she's just mushroom. But
I mean, you could just kind of like pet her, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like leathery mushroom skin.
yeah, so just grooming, petting, cleaning
like a
their
scalp
paws,
massage.
making sure their paws are okay. Duper being duper,
Yeah.
checking in on the egg. But yeah.
So you go to check in on the egg. You actually start to see it kind of wiggle a little bit, wiggle and shake, and you can swear you can hear noises coming from inside the egg. And you kind of reach out and to hold it, pick it up, and the egg is fairly warm.
Yeah, I do take it out of my bag. I get one of my pillows and I set it on my pillow. Then I kind of look at Fungi and Terry and Duper. Just kind of start lightly tapping on the egg. Just lightly tap it.
You actually kind of you start lightly tapping it, and you start to hear taps in the same rhythm coming from inside the egg, just faint.
I look at Fungi and be like, do you think they need help getting out or leave them alone?
Fungi just kind of yawns, then
Okay.
just kind of curls up, goes to sleep.
Alright. I'd talk to the egg a little bit. Tell him about the adventures that we've been having and whatnot, and, hey, we're going to sleep. You've got a pillow. Tap, tap. Good night.
Tap, tap back. And you turn the lights off and go to sleep. And now I'm going to deafen everybody but Amelia. Okay, so as Amelia falls asleep, you...
Just to put in there, I would actually be sleeping on the ground. I'd pull all the blankets and pillows and whatnot onto the ground and let the Pokemon sleep on the bed and whatnot, because I'm used to sleeping on ground.
Makes sense. Even though you're on an airship.
Floor, ground.
Details. So, you fall asleep, and you have a dream. You find yourself standing alone on the deck of the SS Anne, the moon casting an eerie glow over the deserted ship. The air is heavy with an oppressive silence, broken only by the creaking of the ship and then gentle lapping of the river against its hull. As you walk around and explore the empty deck, a sense of dread just creeps over you, like unseen eyes watching from the shadows. Feel free to interrupt with any narration as you wish.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
I would be glancing and looking around then.
As you glance and look around the deck of the ship, you start to see a thick fog roll in that shrouds everything in a blanket of gray. Your heart starts to race as you start to hear faint whispers echoing through the mists, voices pleading for help, calling out your name. What do you do?
As I'm slowly backing up, listening to these voices, I assume they're all different voices. It's not just one voice whispering.
Correct.
Okay. Looking dead into the fog, probably a bit of sweat and whatnot, I would probably just be like, who are you? And what do you want?
So, as you call off into the fog and into the mist, you catch your voice. It almost is as if you can't speak. You're almost at a loss for words. It's hard to even muster out a sound. As you kind of walk, looking for this voice, looking for whoever is putting out these whispers, you that sense of dread that you've been feeling just gets deeper and deeper with every step. And then through the haze, you catch a glimpse of figures moving in the distance, ghostly silhouettes that are dancing around just out of reach. Among them, you see a familiar face of your brother, his expression twisted in fear and confusion, and he reaches his arm out to you, almost asking for help.
That's when I stop moving back. And I stand still and be like, my brother I have never seen scared, nor would he ever make a scared face. Whoever you are, you don't know my brother. That is not my brother. Who are you? If anything, I'm mouthing it. And I'm looking, it's creepy, it's spooky and spooking me out, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I know something is up. I have never seen him terrified in, my life, my existence. I don't even know if he has a, terrified nerve bone in him. I don't even think that's in his definition, his dictionary. It's like, there's something wrong now. Who are you? Nice try.
As you say that, and these intense emotions actually make you able to speak and say that out loud. And you see this dark, open-mouthed smile appear on the face of your brother. And just as that smile reaches its peak, you see the whole silhouette just kind of fade away into the mist, only leaving an echo of his voice lingering in the fog. And then the fog starts to thicken. You start to feel a cold chill creeping up your spine. The sensation of being watched by someone malevolent lurking in the shadows encroaches on you. And then suddenly, the fog clears, revealing a gaping black void at the end of the ship, swirling with chaotic energy. From the depths of this void, a haunting melody fills the air, a mournful tune that seems to beckon you closer. And against your better judgment, you find yourself moving towards the abyss, unable to resist its pull. And just as you reach the edge, you wake up with a start gasping for breath.
Actually, not even gonna lie, my character would have started walking towards it in general because it's like, oh, bitch is want to play games. Let's go. They want to throw shade. Let's go. But yeah, okay. And then it's just like, wake up, pants sweat, and be like, so that's what he looks like if he was scared. That's scarier than anything.
And as you're standing there in the dark, you start to hear cracking coming from atop the bed.
You quickly just roll over and flail over there, and I'm just looking with these big beady eyes, those little beady eyes with the stars just glowing, be like, oh, and I kind of just start tapping whatever's close by me, whether it's Pokemon wood, be like, I hear cracks, guys, I hear cracks.
Everyone just kind of stirs awake
on the egg.
Everyone just kind of stirs awake and just kind of joins you with those big beady eyes looking at the egg. And this egg is probably about 1.5 foot tall or so. It's a pretty decent size. It's the size of an ostrich egg.
It's a big egg.
Yeah, it's pretty big. But you see coming out, you see on the top of this egg, you see a small little hole start to appear.
I pull out my inner Jurassic Park. Go on, you can do it. Push, push.
And honestly, it almost looks like a little thing out of Jurassic Park because this tiny little head, can't be more than maybe 2 inches long, just kind of pokes out with these big eyes on the side of its head. It's this little green dinosaur-like head kind of pokes out. And you see its tongue just kind of come out of its mouth, slap its eye, and then go back into its mouth. It just kind of looks around.
Come on.
And it just kind of puts its green hands on the edge of the egg, and it just kind of pulls itself out. It's this little lizard, probably about maybe 5 inches long, not very big. As it just kind of slaps its little hands as it just kind of climbs down the bottom of the side of the egg as it climbs down. Rico?
I kind of just look at it and be like, hello.
It just kind of slaps its eye with its tongue again and then goes back in as it just kind of looks at you, cocks its head.
I kind of just show him my hand, how you would with, any critter that doesn't know you or hasn't met you. I show him, extend my hand, and I introduce myself, and I'm introducing everyone else. And I, still have my hand extended. Well, I guess my finger.
It just kind of scurries up to your hand, just kind of sits on your hand. It's on all fours. It just kind of stands on your hand for a little bit. And then it starts to kind of just crawl up your arm and onto your shoulder.
I carefully, kind of lean over a little bit and give him pet, squish my cheek against his face. We're like, hello.
But yeah, you have a new level 0 Trico.
Gosh, I got a bunch of dudes on my team. Dang. Alright.
So would Amelia back asleep after that?
No. No. I'd be too busy introducing Trico to everybody and just too excited. I'd have to rearrange my backpack and everything and trying to, find a safe place because he's so tiny.
So, Lizzie, Violet, is there anything you wanted to do during the night?
No, I'm probably just gonna be getting my sleep.
Okay, then.
That's
Sounds
what you
good.
think. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's what Amelia thought too. So,
Sleep, no such thing.
Your unknown decides to take you on a party trip, and you go around the world in 3 hours. Congratulations, you just came back from Peru.
I mean, that's essentially what her individual story was at the very beginning. But you guys all wake up and go into the main kind of area. This is honestly, they're probably preparing to dock back into Turnus City. This will be the night or the day after everything just happened. So you just woke up from everything that just happened. If you guys just want to kind of role play until we leave off here.
How was everyone's night?
I think,
I would probably still be in my cabin, my room, hiding away,
fair.
and I would be
yeah.
training, cough cough, training my Pokemon.
Okay.
It will be very apparent that Zarin got at best a half a night's sleep. Just bloodshot eyes with dark circles, and I assume the eyeballs are still following me around, because now I'm scared to put him back in the ball.
You see, no, you just kind of, out of the corner of your eye, you swear in your shadow, you see these two little eyes, but then you look to take a look to see if it's there, and then they're gone.
Oh my god.
And this happens like every so often.
I'd poke out of my room and be like, do they have breakfast? Are they serving breakfast? Where's breakfast?
We're just standing out in the hallway all talking to each other, and we just like, what the hell? They should
Door
leave.
just like flies open, be like, breakfast?
For you?
And as you say that, over the PA comes complimentary breakfast in the dining hall for anybody who wishes it for the next hour.
Do this stupid grin on my face, go, impeccable timing. And then I notice the eyes reach into my pocket and pull out a berry and just slowly lean towards the shadow.
You kind of slowly lean towards the shadow, almost so much to where your hand is like actually touching the floor, but instead your hand goes into the shadow and it just kind of freaks you out for a second, so you put your hand back and the berry's gone.
You're like, yeah, okay. And I look back at Zara and be like, he likes berries, by the way. We should probably invest in some. Kind of nod, and then I skitter off.
Just like a zombie, I'm like,
I would like
Yep.
Zaren to make a perception check for me real quick.
Oh boy.
Goodness. We're there, and
Another 5. Another 5.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
5? Okay.
Oh god,
You
no.
don't see anything.
That's worse.
Nothing catches your eye.
that's the scary part, Doc.
Except the occasional eyeball that you can't look straight at.
Oh no.
Darren, are you good?
And then all of a sudden, splat, you get a berry right in the back of the head.
Oh my god. Just gonna hit the floor. Just gonna dead face hit the floor and lay there. Like, all I was trying to do was bond with my Pokemon.
Is Hunch keeping you up at night?
I don't want to put him back in the ball. I'm scared he could just phase right out of it.
Liz, can you come out here right now? Listen,
I don't know if he'll respond or not.
You just see this. This big old long tongue just come out of this shadow and just lick Katrina, and then goes back into the shadow.
I would like to grab the tongue.
Roll an acrobatics
I will
check.
roll an acrobatics check. Where's my acrobatics in here? No, acrobatics are +0. Straight roll, baby, straight
Oh
roll.
no. We're lucky he didn't just
That's a
paralyze you, because that's
9.
what Lick usually does. Oh no.
9. You go and you grab the tongue, and it sits there for a second, and then the tongue just kind of like pushes against your hand and kind of goes up, licks you, and then goes back through your hand back into the shadow.
Gross.
Kisses, you can't go and
Oh,
scare
no.
him. Kisses. I understand you want to be the scary monster But you can't do that all the time to the people who love you.
Just on the ground like he is the scary monster you don't understand.
Also, Katrina, you you take 10 points of ghost type damage.
Well, can you lower me down? I can't do it. I'll just throw him at 10 HP. Hey.
Oh no. I'll buy you a potion, I'm sorry.
God, okay, I got some. Kisses, you really can't do that. If you could seriously hurt him, you could seriously hurt somebody. That's gonna get you in trouble. Do you really want to get in trouble by, I don't know, people with a lot more stronger Pokemon than what you are right now? You're really strong.
Roll a Pokemon handling check.
I'm good at those.
He's gonna be your Pokemon by the end of this.
You just kind of see me start skittering back with this massive plate of breakfast, and all I do is like squeeze in and hand the Shadow a mini plate of breakfast. Just set it down and be like, there you go, doodaloo.
Yeah. You set it down in the Shadow and it just kind of sinks into the ground.
16 plus 6.
Nice.
22. Nice. So you see a purple hand appear, and it goes out in front of Zarin, and it just kind of like it has a piece of bacon in it, and it's just offering it to you.
I'm gonna eat the bacon and say thank you with tears in my eyes.
And then it gives you a thumbs up, and the hand disappears.
Oh no!
See, you can use your spoopy powers to still be spoopy, but not also be like mean. You don't have to be mean.
Pop my door open. Spoopy scary skeletons and shivers down your spines. Don't let your memes be dreams. Kisses. Haunt away. Close my door.
You can haunt, but do it in a way to where you're not scaring your trainer to death. Or better yet, scaring anyone else that's on the ship.
Opens the door again. Builds character, Kisses. Builds character. Closes.
You're gonna get him taken away.
We are called Team Trauma for a reason.
That's fair.
Trauma team.
I'm just on the ground like, can we just keep the scaring hours between like, I don't know, 7 and 8 7 a.m. and 8 p.m.
Can we do that, Kisses?
Open the door again. You heard that, Kisses? There's a haunting hour. All good, buddy.
Just let him have some sleep at night, okay, Kisses?
So you feel rustling around in your backpack, Zarin, and a purple hand pulls out your new Exploration Society, your Exploration Society license, and then a second hand comes up and just points to Team Trauma.
Keep up the aesthetic.
He knows what's going on.
He seems
And then it gives you a thumbs up, and then it puts it back away.
You know what?
Oh no!
Hey, Haunter, do you mind putting a little bit of like your saliva onto this Pokedex?
I mean, you would have saliva on your
Okay, well then I'm
hand.
just gonna do it. I'm gonna wipe it on the Pokedex.
Yeah, you wipe it on. It kind of like has like the spit stain on the paper now, and it just kind of starts to write it in.
Maybe paper isn't the best thing for this. Why isn't it just a touch screen?
Because it's powered by magic.
But yeah, we'll say that Katrina, make a perception check for me.
Perception check. By me? Okay. Hey, 18 plus 4.
Doesn't quite make it because I rolled a natural 20.
You sly dog. Why would you make me roll anything if you just got a natural 20?
Because I rolled the natural 20 after I asked for the perception check.
Scandalous.
Because if you would have rolled a natural 20, you would have seen
Well, what
it
was
that
I
you did it.
supposed to see?
So you don't know.
God damn it, I thought it could work.
You didn't see
I thought
it.
it could work.
It's a good effort.
It was a good effort.
But probably about an hour or so later, the ship lands, and over the loudspeaker they go, "We have arrived in Eterna City. Please meet at the gym arena in 2 hours for the final round." And as you guys kind of leave, the ship is where we will leave it off for the night.
And there you have it, fellow trainers. We want to extend a heartfelt thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through Sinnoh. Your support and enthusiasm mean the world to us. Remember, you can stay connected with Pokemon Aftermath on our social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for exciting updates, behind-the-scenes glimpses, and more. Follow the links in the episode's description below. Plus, join us on our vibrant community Discord server, link also provided in the episode's description. In our Discord server, you can share your wildest theories about the podcast, interact with fellow fans and the cast, and discuss your favorite moments from the show. It's a perfect place to dive deeper into the world of Pokemon Aftermath and become a part of our ever-growing community. If you have any thoughts, feedback, or even some amazing fan art to share, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us an email at PokemonAftermathPod@gmail.com. Your input truly makes this journey even more special. Your opinions matter, so join the conversation and be a part of the adventure. Now, once again, thank you for being part of the Pokemon Aftermath community. Stay tuned for more thrilling episodes and captivating stories that await us on the road ahead.